This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So Auburn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Makes the quick grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football.
Turning it on. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Tiger quarterback getting it done on the ground like they've seen at Auburn in the past.
And the great Auburn teams, it always seems like they got a quarterback with great mobility that can get first downs, and it kind of sets the table for the rest of the Auburn offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Baldridge. Quickly complete. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get
into the end zone? Touchdown, Auburn! Ready to try the point after.
I I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping down the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's a heat. He lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. Off play action on first down. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Baldridge. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
To the air on second down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way tonight.
And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Baldridge. Fires to the right. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. In the red area, it's Davis. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone. To the air on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Baldridge. Lets it fly. He's got it at the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Booth. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league there if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the single back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cyclones have their offense in high gear.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got enough space. Touchdown. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On the run, fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Booth. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to...
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 40.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but no.
Turning it on! Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Malone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Cyclones are on the move. Come on, set. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights.
And I know a lot of people. in their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Unleashes one deep. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?